We booked a mountain vacation not knowing that a hurricane was going to come and destroy the little town that we're supposed to be going to, and we cannot be refunded. We are still expected to go on this trip, not knowing if there's damage to the property, not knowing if the place is even accessible, not knowing if surrounding events and attractions are going to be up and running. But let me tell you, if you've been following like I have, and I live in North Carolina, just the eastern part of it, then you know as well as I do, nothing's going to be open and running. I mean, even if it is, it's still not going to be the same. You pay X amount of dollars to go on a vacation with friends or with family. You expect to have a vacation, not try to figure out your way around barricades, not worrying about what's going to be open, what's not going to be open. I mean, hell, most of the time we're just going to worry about what's in our price range. And now we have a whole nother slew on our plate. I have spent the last hour this morning on the phone trying to figure out with Evolve, because we booked through Airbnb, property management, Evolve. You know me, I don't like going through rental companies, and this is a prime example of why. Because they're telling me that they have to first get in touch with the owner before they can make any executive decisions. Oh, I'm sorry, isn't that what the owner pays you for? To make executive decisions, especially if a natural disaster out of anybody's hands happens? Not to make matters worse, how do we know that the owner doesn't live in the area and isn't stranded theirself? How do we know that the owner doesn't live out of state and doesn't even know what the fuck's going on? How do we know that we're even going to hear from the owner? So I have 5 days to cancel this reservation and only get a partial refund. A partial refund after a $2,500 trip for a week with my family of 6. Do not misunderstand me. I understand completely cancellation policies, house rules. I do this for a living. But when a natural disaster out of everybody's hands hits, I expect some sort of accommodation, some sort of communication, some sort of understanding. Not get in your car, drive 5 hours from eastern North Carolina to go to your vacation rental. Mind you, my parents are coming from western Tennessee to eastern Tennessee. Well, if you don't know, you do now. The roads of I-40 are washed out at the state line. What's frustrating is that all they can tell me is, we understand your concern. Do you? And what I do not like about this particular realty company, Evolve, is not hands-on. They are remote. There is no office in Hendersonville. So you talk to robots, you talk to recordings, you're texting customer service. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. And this is just infuriating to me. But with all of that being said, I think as a short-term rental host myself, and an Airbnb host, and doing this for a living, when a natural disaster hits in any part of the country, cancel all reservations and refund your people. Because 9 out of 10 times, your people aren't going to want to come to where a natural disaster hit unless they're documenting the natural disaster. Thoughts, comments, what should I do? Let's pray this works out.